And good evening, everyone who's sitting in chat. MJ, yes, I see you. I do know you're working, so you're forgiven if you don't chime in chatting much, but we're glad to have you. I do see Carnthus and Old Man. Great to have you back, too. And Carthus, that's why Scott doesn't usually put dates on thumbnails. Chaos Heart Boot makes you toot. Oh. And Toot, you go ahead and you stand up for yourself, because that, yeah, wow. And Carnthus, yes, deep fried butter was definitely the weirdest state fair food.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the Podcast Live. Thank you. And to address the elephant in the room before I really get into this one, yes, I am well aware that I reuse the same thumbnail. The problem is that I forgot that I put a date on it. There's a reason that I don't put dates on thumbnails. Because I'm lazy. That's all it is. Because I'm lazy and my thumbnails suck. So I make as few of them as possible, and sometimes I will reuse one, but I forgot I put a date on it. I don't know why, but I did. The Podcast is your home for rational crypto news and objectivity, leaving emotion at the door and talking about what we like, why we like it, and where we see it going. We are not offering financial advice. We are telling you what we do, and that is all. We don't slow down. We don't let up. Full speed is our only speed. I am your host, Scott, pragmatic investor who has won and lost fortunes. And joining me, as always, is the greatest producer of all time, Belle. How are we doing tonight, Belle?
I'm having a fantastic night. How are you tonight, Scott?
I'm suffering from puffy beard. I didn't use my beard oil today. I took a shower earlier. I forgot to use my beard oil, so I'm suffering from puffy beard, and which is what you want when you're doing a live stream, is you want a big, Q-tip on the end of your chin. That's what I'm doing. And from the depths of hell himself, we bring you the tax man, the Sith Lord. We bring you the one and only Emery. Emery, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing great. It's rather cold outside, so I've been huddling inside for quite a while.
Yeah, we're all in Iowa, so we've just been watching the snow coming on down, and it's, I like it when I'm inside. I think snow is nice. It's fun. It's puffy. It makes me feel good when I'm inside. But then it stops. I got a shovel, and it just sucks. We have a tendency to talk about what others are not talking about and bringing the focus onto use case cryptos because, as we know, these are what drive the market and bring innovation to a world that desperately needs it. The status quo is no longer acceptable, and it's time for a technological revolution. Welcome to crypto, and welcome back to the Podcast Live. And you get a second round of applause for that. Thank you. So I had a big monologue written out. I really did, because we were gonna, we're ringing in the new year, and we're just gonna lay it all out for you guys. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it. This is where we see value. This is where the crypto market is doing you wrong. This is where reporting is just absolutely burying you. I was gonna get into all of that, and then it occurred to me that our guys know. They already know. So there was basically nothing that I was going to be saying in there. And it's this is a member stream. Is this a member stream, Bell, or is this a public stream? I don't remember how I said it.
I'm only seeing members in our chat right now.
Okay,
but
well,
I do believe this one is public.
Is it public? Oh, damn it. Okay, so I have to change what I was about to say. And I apologize. Our folks know this, all right? They already know this. One of the greatest joys that I've gotten out of doing YouTube, doing the channel, having the Discord and all that is just seeing how much everybody developed over the year. So the folks that were joining us back in June and July, just to see how their minds have changed a lot since they started to where they are right now. They were good traders before, but they're starting to pivot around and just making their money smarter. And that's one of the things that I consider absolutely critical in here, man. Crypto's tough. All right, crypto is tough. Anybody who says it's easy doesn't dabble in crypto. That's all I'm going to say on that. Or they buy one bag, they luck out, they hold, they get the Lambo, and crypto's easy. Everybody can do this. And then they go on to make YouTube channels and convince others to do the same thing. I consider it some of the dumbest money that you could probably ever do. But caveat emptor, I guess, anybody who's looking up on this one. So I was having a discussion. Should I do a little bit of the allegory of the cave here, Emery? Do you think it's appropriate for starting off the new year?
Sure, why not? It's been about 20 years since I've heard it, but it's good.
Okay. For those of you not familiar with the allegory of the cave, there are two basic things that I live my life around. One of them is the allegory of the cave that was in Plato's Republic. I think that came out around 400 BC. So to say that this was good information that has made it all the way to 2022, I want to say that there's some accuracy there. And the other one is The Law by Frederick Bastiat. So I think these, out of everything that I've ever read, I think these are the two things that have influenced my life most heavily. But anytime I'm getting off script, and I'm completely off script on this, by the way. So, but anytime I'm getting off script and I'm not sure what to say, I tend to go to philosophy. So I get a lot of questions, and a lot of them are, why don't people see this? We just had a meeting for about 2 hours with a very nice gentleman today, and he and I have been talking over a period of time, and kind of came around. Why don't people see this? So it just took me straight back to the Allegory of the Cave. And anybody who's not familiar with the Allegory of the Cave, I'm going to surmise it for you. Give me a break. All right, that's all I can say, because this is, it is very, very deep philosophy. But I think it's accurate. I think it's just absolutely dead on, and it's as relevant today as it was back at 400 BC when Plato kind of coined it. So I'm going to walk you through my version of it. So give me a break, but I think you'll get there at the end. So I need you to imagine yourself chained to a wall. Now, the chains are not uncomfortable. This is not about bondage, physical bondage. So imagine yourself chained to a wall. You're chained at the ankle. You're chained at the neck. When you're hungry, you're given food. When you're thirsty, water or drink is there. All right? You are comfortable. You just can't leave. Can't turn your head to the left, can't turn your head to the right. Even if you did, there would just be shadows. You wouldn't see anything. Your entire reality, everything that you know, exists as shadows on the wall in front of you. Now, it could be anything going back and forth there. It could be a person holding a potted plant. It could be a treant just walking by. Doesn't matter. But if nobody's ever explained to you what those shadows are, and it is your entire reality, you're going to assign value to them. You just will. We are humans, and we like to be in control of our own existence. And we like to put value to things and look for patterns where there just simply are no patterns. But this is your reality. This is all you know. You know what is on the wall. You know what the shadows are, and you've assigned value to them yourself. Now, one day, somebody like Emery, the tax man, comes down there, and he unlocks your shackles. And he takes you by the arm, and he walks you up a parapet set of stairs. And you get up to the top, and you see that's a long walkway. And you see that there are actually people up there, people carrying potted plants, a treant walking by if you're a fan of The Lord of the Rings. And over to your right, you see a huge fire pit, just a huge, you can't even wrap your head around it because you have no idea what that is. You've never seen it before in your life. But as from your vantage point, you look over and you see what is actually causing the shadows, that they are not reality. They are a figment of your imagination that you've assigned value to. So, where we start to get into the Allegory of the Cave is, what do you think is going through your mind at that point in time? Because your entire reality has just been shattered. Every point of your existence has just been laid wide open. So what do you think's going through your mind at that point in time? That's where we start to get into the philosophy. But Emery doesn't stop there. No, he goes further. He takes you by the arm and he walks you down that walkway into a cave. Now, you don't know what a cave is. You've never seen one before. No one's ever told you. Doesn't matter. You feel wind on your face. You hear dripping water. You feel moisture. You feel rocks under your feet. These are stuff that you've never, ever felt before. And you are being marched down that cave. Now, if you're that person, what do you think's going through your head at this point in time? You are, I argue that you're rebelling against it. Even though you've just been shown reality, you are rebelling against it because it's new, because it's frightening, because you don't understand it, because you are rejecting it. But Emery doesn't stop there. He continues to walk you all the way down that cave, puts his hand on your back, and shoves you out. You are now out of the cave. You see a mountain. You see snow. You see clouds. You feel the sun hitting your face for the very, very, very first time. Your reality, entire world has just been shattered. Now, what do you think you are doing right now? What do you think your mind is doing? Are you glad that you've been shown the truth? Are you glad that now that you are open, you see how mistreated you've been this entire time? That you were forced, that you were locked, that even though you were made comfortable, nothing was real. So what do you think that person is doing? What would you be doing? This is the Allegory of the Cave. Now, I would argue that this person, say it's me, say it's anybody, would be fighting to get back into the cave, to get back in front of that wall, to put those shackles back on where you are warm, you are comfortable, you are fed, you are watered, and you can create any kind of reality that you want to. This is the Allegory of the Cave. Now, the journey is not getting out of the cave. All right, that's not exactly the journey. The journey is going back into the cave after others. So that was always my takeaway from the Allegory of the Cave, and I'd love to hear what your takeaway from the Allegory of the Cave is if you're not familiar with it. So, Emery, did I about surmise it correctly?
Yeah, it's all about what you do after you've gone out of the cave, and you're exactly right. People seek comfort, and that comfort was the cave, even though it wasn't truly what was happening out in the real world. So, I think the takeaway is that reality doesn't. It really doesn't matter what your reality is. What matters is your comfortability in wherever you're at.
Right. So I apply the Allegory of the Cave to the crypto world, to a lot of the crypto world, to a lot of the people who come on, poo-poo, downvoted, just absolutely hammer my videos because they can't even process what I'm saying. It makes no sense to them. Their crypto world is buy, hold, and hope, period, because this is what they know, because this is what they're told, because this is where they assign the value. Buy it, hold it, hope for the best. This is their entire reality. So when you get somebody like me who's coming along and saying, you can stake for 100% APR, right? That don't have to just buy, hold, and hope. There are many ways to earn in crypto, all right? It's not a matter of 2xing the token. It's a matter of earning while you wait. So if bags are held doing nothing, you are treating crypto like the stock market, and crypto is not the stock market. You are shackled there. There's only so much stuff that you can do. You're over in the DeFi. You came over here because you wanted change, because you were tired of the status quo, because you didn't have a fair shake in there. Your money was not in your control. It was in somebody else's control. So you come over here where it is 100% in your control. Nobody is going to step up and take care of this for you because you're not going to give your wallet address to anybody. It is 100% up to you. So you come over here to the crypto world and treat it like the stock market because this is what you know. This is your comfort level. Everybody knows you buy Microsoft early and it turns into a monster. How many of them have done it? How many of them have done it? How many of them are doing it right now? This is not the stock market. So why would you treat it like that? Why would you trade like that? Why would you continue to hemorrhage your money away into these products where you don't even know what the hell you are investing in? I got to ask, man, how tight are these shackles that you not only reject anything that anybody else might say that might flatten your reality, but you will attack it for daring to speak blasphemy to somebody else who might hear you. You guys, I've read you the emails I get. You've seen the comments on my videos. They are literally insulted, even though they're awakened. They're awakened and they know that everything I'm saying is just dead wrong, but they're attacking me and telling me to take down the videos in case I pollute somebody else before I might actually have somebody thinking, what the hell am I doing here? So suddenly I'm the blasphemer. Not only will they stay in front of that wall, shackled to that wall, but they will fight to stay there. Crypto is big. It is vast. It is huge. There is so much you can do here. But buying, holding, and hoping is about, in my opinion, just my opinion, it is not maximizing your money. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying it's nothing that I would ever do. You need to put your money to work. Get out of the cave. Look at all the opportunity out here and put your money to work. So that was kind of the thing, and that answers, if you understood the Allegory of the Cave a little bit up there, but that's just where my mindset is. So when I get these when I get these hate mails and I get all this crap, I know, man, look, the guy, it's nothing personal. They're locked in and they are completely blue pill people. Blue pill, there you go. And by the way, if you've ever seen The Matrix was completely based on the Allegory of the Cave. 100% based on the Allegory of the Cave. All right, Emery, what do you think about any of that, man? Did I lose people? Did I lose subs? Did I waste my time here or what?
Maybe, it just kind of, I don't think we've lost the people who are already here though. And
no, and our guys know.
One way we can show people exactly what you're saying is the people who are new to crypto and new to the just financial market in general, because they don't have the shackles. They don't know what the shackles are yet because they're so new to it. So got to
get them early. Is that what you're saying? We got to get them early before they get polluted.
Being able to understand what staking is and provide liquidity is before you've been invested into buying and holding or trading is great, because you don't have the mindset of that yet. So expanding your mind before it's been trapped, I think is something that we're after.
Yeah, but again, man, like I said, dude, the journey is going back in there. All right, everything about our channel right now after the pivot is going back into the cave, man, going back for the others. And it's a miserable journey, man. It is 100% a miserable journey. I can't tell you guys how many times that I was writing out a video, scripting it out, deciding where I'm going to go, and just threw it away. I was like, you know what? Nobody's going to hear it. They'll listen, but nobody will hear it. Let's just do an AMP video. All right. I can speak for 8, 9, or 10 minutes, say absolutely nothing, stay philosophical, because AMP is years out, so I got plenty of time to talk about it. But how many times I just wanted to do it because no one's going to listen to it. And obviously, I'm glad I towed the line. So what you guys are seeing lately out of the channel is what you're going to see all year. We are tanking the channel, but I'm happy to do it, man. I would much rather put out good information that helps somebody, in my opinion. Again, wait. Let me flash that one up, because somebody was nice enough. Oh, I can't do it here, dude. It's only on the other screen. Not financial advice, just what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm not telling YouTube, man, because I'm not going to cover your losses. However, if you guys, any of you guys followed us over here to Cosmos, onto Secret, onto Osmosis, you didn't lose money. I'm just saying, I'm putting that out. You did not lose money. All right, we've had a good run, and I think this one's just starting. So, Belle, do we have any questions? Did we get anything that we missed last week? Because we are kind of doing this as an AMA. Don't let me rant anymore, because I'm already turning people off. I can feel it.
Actually, the number of viewers that we've got watching on the channel has gone up since you started your rant.
How is that possible, man? Nobody wants to hear an old man. I feel like the crazy guy that's on the street corner flailing his arms. You need to give in. You need to accept it. I feel like that crazy asshole. Someday. That's my goal, by the way. My goal when I finally make my big nut in crypto is just to be that crazy ass standing out in the corner shouting at people, man. I want to make everybody's day a little bit more surreal. And when money's not an issue, I'm more than happy to do that. So what do we got, Bill?
Actually, we've got a comment that just came in from David Herrera saying, thanks for showing me the way out of the cave. What is your opinion on SIF chain for staking with its current price at 14 cents and 120% plus ROI?
I'm going to give you my answer based on pure math. All right, pure math. I have not taken apart the white paper on SIF chain, but from a pure math perspective, because of where it's built, because of that staking percentage, when you start getting into APRs that are that crazy, your risk my risk opens wide up, because tokens like this are marathons, all right? And when you are getting that kind of hedge against crypto volatility, it's tough to lose on that one, man. It really is tough to lose. I'm not saying that you won't, but I'm saying that with that kind of a hedge, I am literally investing in these things, hoping that they stay static. I'm hoping that they don't move. I don't want them to move at all. If I could tell you right now, everybody on this channel, if I could tell you right now that whatever you invest, you will have 120% more of value-wise at the end of the year. And that's if you do nothing. If you compound it, it gets out of hand. I mean, it gets out of hand quick. So if I told you that, you would be hoping the same thing that I'm hoping, that your investments just remain static. That's all I want. Now, I don't think that's going to happen for anything on Cosmos. I think they're all going to go up, including SIF chain. But I haven't dug in enough to tell you if it's a wise investment or not. From a math perspective, big fan. Emery, what do you know about SIF chain?
I know that you can't buy it in the U.S.
There you go. Well, there's your answer, David.
SIF chain is about stability of the environment. It's a green token, if you will. So it's big in Europe, but you can't do much with it here. But again, from a financial and just a mathematical perspective, I don't think there's anything wrong with reaping the rewards of just buying it and holding it in a validator.
There's just nothing. There's just no downside, man. That's why we're all over here. That's why all of our money came over this way, man. There is just no downside to this stuff. So there you go. Belle, we got any other questions?
We do have another one from Carnthus. It's an Ask Me Anything question. He wants to know your opinion on deep fried butter.
Deep fried butter. It's clear from my weight that I enjoy fried foods. Now, I also live in Iowa, and we get the craziest stuff that comes through here. Remember, if you ever been to Iowa, we have the butter cow. Who's seen the butter cow? Belle, have you seen the butter cow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know the woman who makes the butter cow.
Yeah, it is literally a cow made of butter, and it's up. They keep it nice and cool, so it's a butter cow. We're Iowa, man. We're different folk over here. But yeah, that's always the fun of going to the fair is seeing all the different kind of stuff that's deep fried Snicker bars. Have you ever had a deep fried Snicker bar?
Oof. Ooh, the food coma.
It's
coma
joy.
Instantly.
It is joy on a stick. There is literally no food I'm discovering that you can't put a stick on, fry it, and sell it at the Iowa State Fair, and I try all of them. Deep fried bacon? Why, yes. Deep fried butter? I think it's fantastic. They bread it, and it's exactly what you think it might be, man. It is breaded butter. This is a person who's eating this who says, you know what, 65? I never want to see that age, so I'm going to eat me some deep fried butter. I've had deep fried butter, so I'm just putting that out there. Emery, what do you think? Do you do the butter thing, man?
No, I can't. My art, I have hypertension already. I can't. It's gonna kill me.
I think you have hypertension because you're not lubricated enough, man. Butter will lubricate you. I mean, this is scientific fact. Butter will lubricate you. All right, Belle, you got anything else? You guys get us some questions in tonight, man. Let's have some fun.
All right. Well, Moonwalker Storm, who is not a member on our channel, is sitting there going, okay, well, you like beef pasties. I really hope that's supposed to be pasties and not pasties. Just
beef
saying.
pasties. That is, if that's what I'm thinking of, it's like beef in a crust that's nice and baked or deep fried or whatever. And it's just, yeah. I mean, if the food has beef in it, I like it. All right. I absolutely I don't care what it is or how it's prepared. I'm a big fan of protein, and I want my protein in some form of dead animal flesh. All right. That's what, I don't care if it's beef or chicken. You know what? You don't think a cow would eat you? A cow would eat you. Have you ever been a rooster? Man, those things are mean. They will eat you too. All right. I feel no guilt. I consider it self-defense. Do we got anything else, Belle, or Emery and I just going to have some fun here?
That's it for the questions for the moment.
All right, guys. Look, we are AMA-ing it tonight, man. Look, if you got any questions, how come nobody has asked me this question? How come, with such an insightful Discord, how come nobody has asked me the following question? Because we've had a lot of thought on this one. So Ethereum is pricing people out of the market, 100% pricing people out of the market. You know what? While we're doing it, I'll go ahead and stake 5 amp and see what it'll cost me. But there's a lot of value and a lot of hope and a lot of prayers and a lot of anticipation being put onto Ethereum 2.0. Everybody's putting this onto Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0 is going to come out. It's going to save us. It's going to lower gas prices. Yeah. So considering the size of the infrastructure that's involved behind Ethereum as it is, how many of these large-scale miners are going to continue to work for 1/10 of the cost that they're going to be doing? But let's take this a little bit further. One of the big things on Ethereum are, I don't know, let's think, Polygon, Algorand, Scale, lots of level 2s that exist simply to assist Ethereum, to make it at least somewhat manageable. So these are big level 2s. All right, these are 70, 80, 100 billion plus level 2s. What is going to happen to all of these level 2s when Ethereum 2.0 comes out that is going to make them effectively moot? How can you sit there and hope for Ethereum 2.0 and hold Algorand at the same time? How can you do it? How come nobody's ever asked me that question in a year? Nobody's even mentioned it. How come they didn't say, hey, Scott, what do you think is going to happen to these level 2s when Ethereum 2.0 comes out? Because you're not only talking about shaking up the market, you're talking about taking the market, turning it completely on its head, slamming it down, dropping an elbow on it, and then mocking it while it's down there. And nobody's ever asked that question. So this is an AMA, I think it's a good question. Emery, I will ask you that question. What do you think about that? What's going to happen to these level 2s when Ethereum 2.0 comes out?
I think that they have one option, maybe two. Option one is that they become an L1 and do their own thing, in which case I think that'd be the best. Option two is to go away. So
Is to go away. I think that's all that I see for these things. But we continue to see, all the Polygon AMA, all these level 2 AMAs, and here's our roadmap for the future, and yeah. And none of them mention what they're going to do when Ethereum 2.0 comes out. None of them even talk about it. So how come this question doesn't get asked, man? I guess that's my question. How come nobody discusses this? Do you hold, Emery, do you own any level 2s?
Eh, no, not really. I mean, maybe very small amounts of them, but that's it. I don't think I've looked at my MetaMask account for like a month now. So
Oh, I
don't
know. Mine's all dusty, dude. Oh, I was going to stake some AMP, and let's see where it is. I have to dust off the MetaMask too. But I don't know, man. Maybe it's the allegory of the cave, dude. Maybe that's why we ask these questions. I think they're fair questions. I think this is a reality. It's not just good because Ethereum how is Ethereum and Ethereum 2.0 different, Emery?
Ethereum right now is a proof of work concept, in which case you have to mine in order to get the rewards of them. And 2.0 will be a proof of stake. So very much like Cosmos is right now.
So these level 2s would have difficulty with this, right? Because they're not actually even set up for any of this stuff. Everything about this is going to be 100% different, and we don't talk about it. Oh my God, dude. I'm sorry. I just saw it.
There's a really simple analogy to it. As I said before, proof of work, like Ethereum is kind of like the oil industry right now. And proof of stake is the renewable energy that you have right now. It's that we have the wind energy, the solar energy, the nuclear energy. It's easier to use. It's manageable. And the same question arises: what do you do with the people who have worked in the oil industry forever? What do you do with them? Well, you retrain them.
Okay, yeah, because that's not a tall order at all. Oh, $243.20. $243.20 right now to stake 5 AMP from MetaMask to Gemini, just to move to Gemini, man.
Right, since we did it last.
Oh, it just went up $292.16. Don't take my word for it. Open your MetaMask wallet yourselves. I don't think I could illustrate any better how Ethereum is just going to choke people right out of this market. To move 25 cents worth of AMP, it's going to be $300. So, you know what? It actually kind of does play in, man. So for the whole allegory of the cave, the people who are locked in their wall or chained to their wall, if anybody, for the folks staked on Flexa, you're pretty well chained there right now. I mean, that money ain't coming off. It's going to cost you as much to take it off. It's no longer practical. Let's say you got $3,000 on there, it's going to cost you 10%. You're going to take a 10% loss on your total investment just to move it. So here's the one shackle, here's the other ones, and you're there now. All right, you're there. But yeah, that's. It never gets brought up, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand how we can be staring at something that is going to be so big, so earth-shattering. We're going to have to basically redo everything having to do with this. But it's for some reason, we're under the impression that they're just going to flip a switch and everything's going to be better. It's going to be market mayhem, and I don't want to be anywhere near Ethereum when this happens, when this goes down, man. I think it's I think it's just absolutely gone, man. I don't know what's going to happen here, dude, but it's not going to be good. So, Belle, did we get any questions, or should I just continue to rant and we can play trivia? We can do whatever.
We do have a few more questions. Yes, Linton is asking, what games are you planning to play for the next streams?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know you guys were into that one or not.
We really do.
Yeah, I didn't know you guys were into that. It didn't go over it didn't really boom last time, so I wasn't sure you guys were in it. We can't do it next week. I'm out in Ohio. But the week after that, I'd like to play Secret Dreamscape again. I want to see what the boys did with it, because they said there's some new stuff that's on there. So I'd certainly like to take a look at that. What do you think, Emery?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the next game I want to play.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, if there is something else that's neat that you guys want to see us play, yeah, let us know, man. We're happy to entertain it. If they're like 2 or 3 people, we want to get other devs from some of these products on, because then it's kind of like a working lunch kind of thing. But if we just have to fill the room, that kind of thing, hell, I mean, anybody on the Discord want to play with us, let us know, man. You're more than welcome to. So that would be one. What else you got, Bill?
All right, Karnfizz, what are your thoughts on NFT trading versus normal day trading on a SEX? Additionally, do you think larger and cheaper or smaller and more expensive releases have better low-term staying power?
Let me chew it over. Emery, you got a spot answer on this one?
I think so.
All right,
so
let's hear yours.
Trading NFTs can be difficult, especially because of their high buy-in price potentially. So a lot of NFTs you've seen coming out on the secret network range anywhere from 10 to 100 secret. And the thing about crypto is that you can unintentionally minimize how much money you're spending, right? So for example, you got a lot of secret in your wallet and you're like, oh, this NFT is only 50 secret. Well, you realize that's 50 times about, let's just say, an average of $5, right? That's so you're buying a couple $100 worth of something that you may or may not know you can turn around, right? So you just have to realize how much you're actually buying, right? And it can be profitable. When the secret pumps came out, I flipped several of them, right? But they also weren't terribly expensive either. They're only ranging around $10 to $11 a secret, I want to say. Or sorry, $4 to $5 a secret. So it wasn't that bad. But as secret goes up in price, these NFTs aren't based off of US dollars. They're based off of a fixed amount of secret, right? So as secret goes down, it's easier to do so. But as secret goes up and up, which I have a lot of reason to believe it will be, then it will be much tougher to sell these things, especially if you don't have super rare items or anything like that. So I'd say buyer beware with that, but it can be profitable for sure. As far as trading on the sexes, I'm only on two exchanges, Coinbase and Crypto.com for my 2 large ones. And that's only because Coinbase offers things that Crypto.com doesn't, and the other way around. Otherwise, I don't dabble in the central exchanges anymore. I have way more things in the DeFi than I do on the central exchanges. And for me, it's easier to do so. It's safer. Your security is much higher on a DeFi network. You have to take it into your own hands for sure, but it's much more secure once you do, and it's easier to move money around, right? You can move money from wallet to wallet a lot easier. It's quicker, it's cheaper. I mean, we can make 50 trades on Cosmos right now, and it'll cost us about $1. So that's nice. You can't do that on Coinbase. You can't do that on Crypto.com. So yeah, that's my opinion.
You spend $1 on 50 trades? What are you, man? Made of money? You think this grows on trees? That's a lot. Hit average, babe. All right, it's 0. It costs 0. Save your pennies, man. They add up. Yeah, and I kind of stay out of. I like the utility idea of NFTs. I'm a big fan. If you notice that you see I'm wearing the VeChain shirt, I'm still a huge fan of VeChain. I like the utility of the NFTs. I think that is going to be the future of the NFT marketplace, is going to be in the utility of the NFTs, particularly any of these that are being built on secret. And there's a lot of stuff in development around this. I love the idea of the utility NFTs. I love the idea of the airline ticket NFTs. I love the idea of the concert ticket NFTs. I love the idea of all of my personal information locked on a secret NFT, a secret contract NFT that I have the only key to. I love the idea of going to, a doctor's office and being able to give them access to only what I want them to see, and that it stays with me the whole time. I like that kind of utility from the NFT marketplace. I don't really dabble in the art. I understand it's profitable, and Emery gets on me all the time, and he pegs me when we're not here. Dude, you gotta get rocks. Buy some rocks, man. I don't really get into that because NFT art and all that is subjective, and I try to be objective. And you're never going to find an objective value for an NFT. You're just not going to. So That's a me thing. If you guys are buying them, if you like them, if you're earning on them, if you enjoy them, keep doing it. It's not something that I do. So I try to stay out of the discussion. But that's why I'm glad that Emery right here is so into them. So he can take the bullet for me on the NFT questions. All right, Belle, what do you got?
MJ, did Scott look at game yet?
No, but I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited. Look, you guys know I'm a gamer, all right? I am absolutely a gamer. I only play old man games now. I still play Star Trek Online. Isn't that funny? Even after all these years, I still play Star Trek Online because I'm a Trekkie, all right? If you ask me, I think everybody should know who they are. And if you're in the geek world like I am in the geek world, you have to have a preference. Either Star Trek or Star Wars. You cannot serve both equally. It doesn't work that way. All right. You've got to pick one. And if you're playing my game, I will make you choose one. All right. You got to pick either Star Trek or Star Wars. And I'm more of a Trekkie, but I like the Star Trek for the whole discovery thing. And there's more women. That's really all it comes down to. There's more women. Remember original Star Trek, those tiny little skirts, man. What's not to like? But getting back to it. So yeah, I am a gamer. I've been gaming for ever. Mostly MMOs. I like MMOs. That's my preference. I like games that don't end, that there is no winner, that you just keep going on and on. I like sandbox games. So I haven't looked into game yet, but from what I understand, it is going to be an MMO. So you guys who did look into it, please clarify me if it's not. But if they are bringing an MMO, if they are bringing an MMO with an NFT underlying element to it, and they're bringing it to Cosmos, I am all over that. I am absolutely all over that. I haven't looked at their tokenomics. I haven't taken it apart yet. I will. I'll give you guys a video. All things Cosmos, all right? We're going to cover all things Cosmos here. But I see you smiling, Belle. Are they laughing at the Star Trek thing? You got to pick a side, man. Come on.
Actually, it's because I just discovered that Carnthus is one of my people. He just typed in the comment brown coats. Yes, we need to bring back Firefly.
Oh my God, man. Here's the kind of sci-fi guy I am. Because I didn't watch Firefly when it first came out, I've never watched Firefly. I've never watched it, not a single episode. I feel like I missed it, and the fact that it only went one season, I don't want to be one of those people that comes in late on a cult thing and then, acts like, oh, I've loved it the whole time. I missed it, so I never revisited it. But yeah, if they are going that direction, I think it brings a tremendous amount of value if it's a good game. This is important, man. This is important for Cosmos. If it's a good game, because they can bring so much visibility over here to the Cosmos network, just massive amounts of visibility if it's a good game. And the reason that it would work so well here as opposed to everything else is that getting all the NFTs and all that stuff is just stupidly cheap. So, yeah, I see tremendous value in the gaming space. I've always seen a lot of value in entertainment. Entertainment is recession-proof, and it always has been. So, yeah. Emery, did you happen to get a look at that one yet, game?
No, I haven't. Actually, I've been delving more into Anthea, which is a metaverse built on an NFT platform. So I'm looking at that first, but I'll probably get into the other games.
Anthea. That's coming here too, right?
Yeah, it's a comic book. There are playable characters. It's an entire metaverse. So everything in there is almost everything in there is NFTable. So that's why I'm looking into it.
So the game that I'm waiting to see somebody develop, and somebody will someday. Who watched Caprica? Did anybody here watch Caprica? One season of Caprica, and it's a shame because it was such a great show. I loved the whole Battlestar Galactica universe. But there was Emery, did you watch Caprica?
I have not seen it.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Firefly?
Yes.
Okay. See, so you know where I'm getting at with this one, right? Because you got to figure something out. They had a game in there. This is the ultimate game, and this is something that I would just kill to see develop. But they had the ultimate type of MMO. It was a whole big world. It was a whole big thing. You can do what you want. It's a sandbox. Knock yourself out. But when your character died, you can never play it again. You get one shot. That's it. So when you think, you see it? It's anybody who's ever gamed before, you know what I'm going with this. When your character dies, you can never play it again. So it is this just this absolutely incredible game. But if you die, you can never play again. That's it. You get one shot in it. Now, when we start talking about metaverses and all this other stuff, the thing I want to see more than anything else is that metaverse. I want to see that one. You can do whatever you want, knock yourself out. But if you die, you're done. Everything you have is gone. It's like you died. Just you don't exist anymore. So that's the one that I'm waiting for. Dude, and Sentinel just dipped a little bit more, man. I'm so depressed on this. I'm so depressed on this. I got to take just a minute here for a post-mortem on Sentinel. So Sentinel is it's a VPN. It's a VPN that's built on Cosmos. It's an ecosystem. I think it's a fantastic token. I think it's a fantastic idea. There's several that are already built on it. Several different VPNs that are already built on Sentinel. I use Exidio. Emery, which one do you use?
I use Sentinel.
Okay, so Emery uses Sentinel. I use Exidio. They're all built on Sentinel. I think it's a fantastic product, but something went wrong today. The one thing that can never, ever, ever happen, and it completely soured my day because I took a bath, and I don't take baths. So I'm a little bit upset about this one. But what happened was a network outage for about 10 minutes. And Emery, go ahead and expand on this a little bit. Tell them what happened.
So Sentinel's experimenting with a desktop platform. So right now, Sentinel is only available on mobile. I use it on mobile. It's really cheap, by the way. I think I put in like $5 or $6 into it. That'll take care of my VPN needs for the year. And they have a mobile version. It's on beta right now. It's a closed beta. But something went goofy on it a few days ago, and it crashed the network for a little bit. And I know it crashed the network because while I was connected to the network, my VPN connection was suddenly lost. There was no rhyme or reason for it. So I went on the Discord to check it out, and they said that something went wrong with the network for a little bit. It got back online pretty quick, but the recovery period is irrelevant to the fact that it went down in the first place. So.
Yeah, the one thing that can never, ever happen in crypto, ever, whether this is crypto, whether it's legacy products, whether it's anything, is that they can never go down. The network can never go down. I want you to imagine what would happen to the Microsoft stock if Microsoft, everything suddenly stopped working for about 10 minutes. All right, heads will roll because millions of dollars are being lost every second while this happens. So it happened on Sentinel, and it happened at the worst time because I put out a video today talking about how much I like Sentinel, and the same day that I put this video out, it crashed 35%. This is why it crashed 35%. Now, I don't like to DCA, all right? I don't like to DCA because I don't like to miss. I like to think I did enough due diligence that I don't miss. But this one, man, who could have predicted that? How could he predict an outage? How can you predict, they're going to be so damn incompetent rolling out a beta feature that you crashed the network and cost that you just cost your entire company $30 million in valuation, including my money. Because the tokens that I'm holding for you that I have staked, that there's nothing I can do with, I am in it. I'm in the cave. I'm stuck, got the shackle. I have to believe what you're flashing on the wall right now. All right, so I have a big problem with this. I still love the token. I love what they're doing, and I understand that crypto has a short memory. But I had a great day today because what
I do have a little bit more, that'll help your day get even better. MJ just hit us with a super chat for $10. So
yay!
thank you, MJ.
Look there, give a round of applause. Ever since we pivoted the channel, the subs are gone, man. The views are gone. The super chat is gone. Everything's gone. But we're putting out better information. So the only thing that I'd put on this one here is anybody who's been following the channel for a length of time that moved over to Cosmos with us, that has been investing over in the Cosmos ecosystem with us, is anybody down today? That, I think, is probably the best question or the best thing that we could put out here is anybody down? Because effectively everything on there popped with the exception of Sentinel. And it was unfortunate because there's a person that Emery and I have been working with, kind of given some private tutoring to, and I put him in Sentinel. So I really feel like crap, but it was not the wrong decision. It wasn't a bad decision, man. Who can predict an outage? Who can absolutely
It actually worked out well for me.
I know you probably just got in it. So I had to short. I mean, I had to everything I had that was liquid. I had to DCA into it because I don't take losses. I don't take losses. All right. Here's losses right here. All right, that's me.
Hey, you.
I ain't having it. All right. So through no fault of my own, through no fault of my investment or my diligence or anything, I had to DCA into this one. So you will not be seeing a Sentinel t-shirt on Scott until heads roll here. All right. I need to know who did it. I want to see that head on a pike as a warning to others who do not want to thoroughly test their code before you roll it out. How can you do this? Test, then you deploy. It seems like this one was we deployed it to test it. That is not the way you do this. And say goodbye to $30 million. All right? Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. $102 million yesterday, $72 million today. That is $30 million because you thought it was going to be okay. That is unconscionable. So I want to see somebody's head on a pike on this one, man. I take this very, very personally. I've done my diligence. This was not a market crash. This was human error. And I cannot do diligence on human error. Emery, save me here. I understand you just got in, so it worked out well for you.
That has nothing to do with that. I just bought more, so I have years and years worth of VPN for really cheap.
For free. Yeah, that's kind of what we're. That's kind of what we're on to about here. Belle, I swear I will keep going and fill up another hour yelling about this. So if you don't get me out of here, I will continue to do it. Belle, what do you have?
All right. So Carthus actually asked a question, going, didn't ETH gas hit 400 or 600 the other day?
Yep, it absolutely did. I got a little tracker, so I got a pop-up when it gets out of hand, and yes, it absolutely did. Again, man, but people say this is it, man. No, it's good. We got to increase the infrastructure. No one's gonna. Are you gonna do it, man? You are literally just building a taller wall for the rising tide, man. You can't keep up. And $600 to make a transfer seems to indicate to me that the work you're putting into this is not working. Now, that's my perspective. I could be wrong, but I'm not in your damn cave. All right? You do you, babe. All right.
All right, Carthus is also, he came back and he's giving you a little bit of a hard time, saying not watching Firefly because you missed it is much like not watching Star Trek or Star Wars because you were not there from the start. Just saying.
No, but Star Trek and Star Wars, man, appeals to such a it's a wide and diverse group, man. Firefly is cult. All right, Firefly is absolutely cult. You got people that can quote every line of every episode. That is absolutely cult. And if I go meet up with them and I just, I like that episode. Well, what do you mean? You didn't like it the way I like it. You don't understand. I don't want to deal with those, all right? I don't want to deal with those people. So I can say, yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, it's a good show. I've seen the guy. He was on Big Bang Theory. So that's like my alpha and omega as far as Firefly goes. And by now I've made such a big deal out of it that even if I watch it, I won't admit it. I've gone too far on that one. All right, Belle, what do you got?
Yeah, Emery, you and I are going to have to team up and we're going to have to solve this problem. Scott's watching Firefly.
Strap him in his chair. He can have some bourbon if he wants to.
Is that what it's going to be? Going to make me just binge the whole thing?
Yes, there's only one season. I mean, come on. There's a season and a movie. There's a season and a movie.
Yeah, but I've made such a big deal out of it now, man. There's no way we can go back for this. We've carried it on too far.
Okay, well, you know what? One way or another, you're going to be sitting in that chair and you're going to be watching Firefly. Emery and I are going to make you. We're going to fix this, guys.
All right, we'll talk about it. Belle, what else you got?
All right, Leanson, what do you think about Cosmos implementing staking liquidity as a feature of the network and that maybe they will implement it by this year?
Let me think about it. Emery, if you got something off the top of your head, go.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool feature. I mean, we'll have to see how it works, but from what I'm understanding, you basically get a derivative of however much you stake, and which keeps you staked and liquid at the same time. And spending your derivative is a 1-to-1 transference of your staking amount. It's updated every once in a while. I'm not quite sure how often, but it's a interesting way to mitigate sorry, not mitigate, but maximize your gains, because when you stake, you're in there for a couple weeks, so that can really hurt you when you want to liquefy. If you're not an LP and you can't get your money out within just a couple of days, then it can be hard. So keeping your money liquid while hedging your bets against the market, and you want to trade or what have you, I think that's an amazing utility. That's like that's the peak of utility right there, being able to be staked and traded at the same time. So I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we talked about this a couple months ago, man. Now, I really have not changed my viewpoint on this. I think it's neat. I think it is dangerous. I think it will lead to some I think it will lead to some terrible habits.
Pro gamers only.
All right, this is pro level stuff here. All right, I want you to be stupidly careful with this. All right, something like this. Now, one of the things that I happen to like about staking, and particularly something that I like about locked value, is that it removes emotional decisions from your entire crypto vocabulary, because you don't have a decision to make. You are locked. I happen to like that one. There was something you saw about the token, about the prediction, about the way that this thing is going. There was something that you liked about it, that you were willing to lock your money for 3 weeks. So with the amazing APR that you're getting on the bulk of these tokens, I don't want you moving it. I think you made the right decision. I think it's something that I would have done. But one of the things that buries people, and for all of my day traders out here, you know exactly what I mean, is emotion. All right? And emotion will cost you money. So one of the advantages to this thing is the fact that it removed emotion from it, because there's nothing you can do. All right, you locked, you agreed, we shook hands, and keep my money for 3 weeks. So if something else does strike your fancy, it's tough, so I happen to agree with that. Now, with what we're talking about here, being able to leverage what you already have staked to trade on, boy, I can see this.
There's a lot of opportunity, but as you said, it's tough, because being able to lock that money away and save it is a decision you made. And with day trading, there's a lot of these quick snap decisions that you make, and some of them aren't the best in the heat of the moment. So, and when you have those and you say, "Oh, I've got 100 Osmo staked," right? That's a lot of money to be staked, right? But man, I really want to trade this for a selling token, and then you trade half of it, right? And then maybe that didn't do so well. Now you've missed out on probably a lot of gain that you could have had that money kept in Osmo, but because you have the option of not keeping it in there, the flexibility cost you. That's what happened. So it's a dangerous game.
It's a junkie tool, man. All right, I got to just one more bump, man. Just one more. I won't do it again. The worst thing that could possibly happen, this is my opinion, but the worst thing that could possibly happen is that you leverage what you have staked and it works out for you the first time. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen, because now you found your pattern, and that whenever I do this, it works. You are this close to losing everything, man. Jason, every day trader out here has went on tilt. I've been on tilt. Everybody, I defy you. If you are a day trader, which is you try to be as rational as you can, man, but it gets emotional after a time. Everybody's went on tilt. And when you go on tilt, you are going to lose your money. I don't care who you are, whether you're playing poker, whether you're day trading, you're going to lose, all right? You've removed objectivity from your decisions. You are purely emotional, and you're going to lose your money. So one of the things I happen to like about staking on Cosmos is that you can't make these poor snap decisions, but now you can. All right, this is it's Hansel and Gretel, man. It's the witch hey, it's made of candy. Come on, you're gonna like it. This is gonna work out great. Just a bite, just one. Just take a little bit from the edge. See if you like it. It is, dude. The first one's free. All right. The first batch is on us. It's free. So that's my opinion on it, man. But whether I like it or not doesn't matter. It's coming to Cosmos. Bell, take it away.
That was actually the last question for the moment.
Okay, well, we only got about 5 minutes left for the show, so I think that probably wraps it up pretty well. Emery, what's your big plan here for the remainder of the year?
Well, the year just started. We got all the rest of it left. So my big plan is to really just try to maximize my gains through liquidity pools and staking. I'm going to find my own pattern. Everyone should really do your own research. When you find something you like and you've done your research on it, go for it. And you can find your own pattern that you like between staking and liquidity providing if you like that kind of thing. It's not for everyone, obviously. There's risk with everything you do. There's even risk in staking. It's very minimal, but it's there. And it's actually going to increase when liquidity staking comes out. So, and that's risk at your own doing, if anything. So, if there's any risk in staking, it's going to be on you for liquefying your staked assets. So, find your pattern. That's what I suggest for this year. Find what you're comfortable doing between liquidity providing and staking and the tokens that you like on Cosmos, and go for it. It'll take a little while to get into the groove for sure, but once you find the thing that you like doing and it gives you good returns, there are calculators out there everywhere online for the Cosmos network to see what kind of money you could be getting. So make that decision to stake, and even when that liquidity staking comes out, be careful, but use everything you have to your advantage. Cosmos is a flexible network. It's an IBC network. You can change between tokens at a very minimal cost. You can do a lot of it, and it's only going to expand. If you've read the upcoming things coming in Cosmos, 4 or 5 new networks are coming into Cosmos. And they're big networks. They're not these small chains at all, like Bitsong or Bitcan. Not that they're small, but comparatively, these are Ethereum L2s that are coming in here. Okay, they're not small, and when they come in, Cosmos is going to expand quite a bit. So really do your research on the tokens that you're interested in. Find the groove you like, and stick to it.
Very nice, Bell. What's your plan for the year?
Ooh, I've got a few projects that I'm working on right now. I really want to get those wrapped up by midsummer. And yeah, I'm going to keep pushing away doing this because it's a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll see where that takes us.
Very nice. My plan is to make my money the absolute smartest that I can. That's it. That is 100% what I'm doing. I will continue to tank my YouTube channel in an effort to put out good information. So if you're expecting to see Ethereum videos, you're probably not going to, man. I have no interest in it yet. And anything I put out, I'm not going to chase views. All right. That's it. That's my whole year, man, is I'm not going to chase views. I'm not going to put out information that I think people want to hear just to get them to watch my videos. I'm not going to go that direction, man. It's disingenuous, and it's not. I don't want to cost anybody any money. That's the whole thing. So everything that I'm putting out is, again, what I'm doing. And even though I've pivoted so broadly away from the day trading aspect, it's because I see more value in the steady, ready, and knowing that I'm going to be up 2.5, 3 times what I'm starting this January with. It's a marathon. So I'm happy to do it. Now, the liquidity pools are my own personal day trading, because when I'm in an LP, I'm in it for a day. So that's my fix. That's my shoot right there, is chasing up the big LPs. I don't recommend you do it, but I will let you know that I am, because I'm a junkie. All right, you got to get your fix, and I'm still a junkie on this stuff.
Tulip, Scott.
What's that? I'm going to Tulip, dude. All right, we have not started hitting Solana yet, but I am chasing these 3,000% LPs over there day by day by day, man, because again, man, you need the fix. That's my fix. So it's not flipping coins anymore. Now I'm flipping LPs, but I will continue to do it. But yeah, that's it, man, is just to try to advise and put out the best information, the stuff that I truly believe in. And, if it tanks the channel, I'm okay with that because I still feel good about the information that we're putting out. I think it's important. So there you go. And if we have no other questions, Belle, nothing?
Nope, we have no more questions.
Then we are done. Belle, talk us up, talk us out. We will not be back Thursday. I won't be. If you guys want to go live, you're more than welcome to, but I will not be here Thursday. So, Belle, please take us out of here.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank each and every one of you, even though we didn't have a big crowd tonight. Thank you, New Year's Day. But we do hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you learned a lot. Keep those questions coming. They definitely keep. If you guys are asking the questions, then we need to get the information out there. Now, with that being said, again, Scott is not going to be in town next week, so we will not be on Thursday. But we will set a date for the next scheduled show as soon as we possibly can. Again, we do thank each and every one of you for being with us, and we will see you next time.
We are dropping new videos and podcasts every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And be sure to look for us on Instagram, Twitter, and Parler at ThePodocasts. Also, visit our page at ThePodocasts.com, all one word, for all of our most current content.